This conference will now be recorded.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to December 2022 Floorset. I'm going to walk you through the document. This is Katie Wide. All right, so our collections stay the same. We've got wintergreen, sugar plum, and cherry cordial. We've got 3 gifting moments throughout the store. So we've got our Sweaty Betty entry. So excited about this, you guys. It looks awesome. The product is amazing. And we will be signing that with our marketing Give Great Gifts, Sweaty Betty. Then we've got Parker, Thatch, and Rivet. Rivet is select stores, so I'll walk you through that when we get to that page. And then we've got Cozy. So in November, Cozy was our entry. We're going to shift that back in the store so that we can bring Sweaty Betty up forward. We have a couple of additional capsules. We've got Ginger Snap, formerly known as Modern Rustic. That will be very similar to last month. And if you can add in some neutrals, please do. We've got athleisure and our outerwear. So you'll see that. Shoes. When I walk through this document, I'm going to show you some different things that we did with shoes. I want to make sure that with stores that have a dedicated shoe moment, we are keeping shoes together. However, right now we have a lot of shoe styles. So if you need to pull out sneakers or a different category and merchandise them either on an etagere or with outfitting that makes sense, please do that as well. We want to make sure that she knows that we have shoes, but we also don't want to make it so packed that it starts to look like sale. So I'll walk you through what we did in a store that does not have a dedicated shoe area. This store that we set Floorset in is quite small. They don't have wall space for shoes, so we do shoes on etagères. I think most of you know that, but we have done it a little differently this time. So I'll walk you through that. Okay, overview. This is our overview with Sweaty Betty as the entry and then wintergreen surrounding it. And then we did a couple of different things here. So we shifted the entry tables to make the mannequins really the priority. We wanted to show her the outfitting, the fun outfitting with Sweaty Betty. Do not force this. If your store is a narrow store, do not try to turn your tables and make it too crammed. Only do this if space allows and if you are able to do that. Just think about, is there any way that you can make your mannequins be a little bit more of a priority if you can't turn your tables? All right, so the main priority is the front table. If your store has 2 tables, make sure that that front table stays pure with Sweaty Betty. If you have 2 tables and you can do 2 tables of Sweaty Betty, do that. We want this to really be focused on that brand. It's brand new for us. We're really excited to have it in all stores. So just make sure that the front table really screams Sweaty Betty. And then we're pairing this back with New Balance, and you can see that look in the catalog as well. We have bala weights. So our bala weights will go on the secondary table. If you don't have a back table, those will go with your Sweaty Betty on the front. This back table, we also have New Balance. So it's really Sweaty Betty and New Balance with some bala weights. So it's great gifting for your customers. And then there's just some notes here. Really read these notes just about inventory. If you have more Sweaty Betty or if you have less Sweaty Betty, what to do. We've pulled up some jackets. So these jackets are not Sweaty Betty, but we did need a couple of jackets to fill in for this store because this store is an average volume store. So it doesn't have all the Sweaty Betty, but it had enough to do the 2 tables. So tables are priority and then the fixtures, the racks. If you are a store that has more Sweaty Betty, add another rack to the entry. We pulled one away and added it to a different fixture block, but you can absolutely have 2 fixtures at the entry. Okay, shop 1, wintergreen overview. So the main wall, the main wall and one of the main priorities is to make sure we get green from wintergreen in your sightline. So you can see here, just pulling up some of these green pieces, not all of them are new. And then getting some of the outerwear. So we're showing you all the categories. We talk about this a lot. A sweater, a blouse, a jacket, making her see all of the different great things that we carry. And then we've merchandised P448s up here, and that is not double exposed. So for this store, we have pulled some brands to have a little brand moment because of how many shoes we have. So that is something different. If your store has a shoe moment, so a whole shoe section, shoe wall, this could be double exposure. So you have it in your shoe wall and then you double expose this here in wintergreen. All right, this is our Parker Thatch and Rivet Utility. All stores are getting Parker Thatch, not all stores are getting Rivet Utility. So just to call out here, the sign does say Parker Thatch and Rivet Utility. We want you to use the sign. If your store doesn't have Rivet, speak to the brand. We're really excited about the Rivet Utility brand. Speak to that and talk to her about how the Parker Thatch pairs really well with it. 50 stores will have the Rivet Utility. This fixture block, we've brought down that Kelly green color, and it's so beautiful and it's so bright. It feels really, really good right as you walk in the door. All right, wall 2. So this is actually a little bit more of an elevated section, and you can see that we're very strategic about where we do more of our casual and where we do more of our elevated looks. So making sure she really understands how to wear things. The end use is really important throughout this floor set, throughout your store, so that she understands kind of what we're telling her. A couple call outs here, folded down cardigan, and then looking at your styling. We talked about this at the floor set walkthrough as we were doing this. This outfit here, you know, we're doing the matchy suit, which is so cool, but we want it to look cool. We want it to be really approachable, but also trend forward. Rolling the sleeves, popping the collar, kind of showing her that, you know, this isn't just your average suiting, but it is a trend that is going to go forward into spring. And then an outfit here, catalog look. We have white denim with this. Not all stores have the newest white denim. But if you do have white denim in A Gold E, you can pull that out of the back room and merchandise that to make this catalog look happen, that would be amazing. I think if someone comes in with the catalog and wants that look, we definitely don't want you to have to run to the back room to grab white denim if you have it in the back. So if you can do that, this is A Gold E. This is the only A Gold E at the front. So we don't want you to pull the whole brand up, but this is really, truly just for outfitting and to mirror the catalog. Your fixtures. And then Sugar Plum. So the denim shop. Beautiful colors in the shop. We are leaning really into that plum color, and that Cleobella top is our hero. We've switched out some of the outrigger merchandising, kind of the way we do the feature walls, so walk you through that. And one of the reasons is to get these two face outs up here. We do have a lot of product right now, so making sure that we have space within our feature wall to do that. We have a couple of alternative options to show you as well, but featuring denim, that is what we want to see first and last, and that is the goal for this shop. This piece got RA'd. One thing to call out, this Cleobella top is the hero. It is, there's not a whole lot that looks really great right next to it that doesn't fight with it. So this right here, which is the turtleneck pullover from John and Jen, is actually a good substitute for this purple. To keep it more of a solid, so it's not fighting with that Cleobella top, but we love that, so we want that to be featured if at all possible. All right, so wood wall alternative for stores that don't have outrigger, and then a cubic wall. Okay, here are your wing walls. These are more of our dusty colors in our wing walls, and just notice we have some of the vest and a jacket not layered. We've actually just zipped it up, shown off the jacket on its own. So just note you don't have to layer everything. This keeps it a little more simple in a wall that has a lot going on. And then some tips on your how to stuff the boots to make them stand up. Okay, so last month we had Evereve denim on the table. We're changing that up. So now we have 7 on the table. Obviously do what you can based on inventory levels, but we really love the way that the flares feel on this table. It really shows them off, and also they're really long, so it's a really nice way to merchandise them. The sweater has been called out to be folded based on the stitch. And then your fixtures. A little bit more of an elevated fixture block here. So you can see that these are a little more dressy. And then we could move into Cherry Cordial. So Cherry Cordial, this is the shop that's all your brights, your bright red, your bright pink. This was where we had après ski. We still have those pieces, and we have some new kind of casual pieces coming into this collection, but we have shifted to do our cozy gifting here. So we'll go into that. So our wall here, you'll see, here's our après ski gifting. It kind of moves into that corner. It can be anywhere in this shop as long as it has a shelving, a flat surface to merchandise this, and that it is adjacent to product it makes sense with. And then this catalog look here, this top is really our bridge print. It is bringing in all the colors from this shop. You'll see this wing wall here. That is what is over here next to this après ski gifting product. All right, so then cozy gifting. One thing to note about cozy gifting, we want this to still be a feature. We need to sell through this product. It is gifting time of year. It is great product for all of our customers. We want to make sure that it's not hidden, but it doesn't necessarily have to be next to this pink fixture block. So if you have an etagere, if you have a table that is, more central in your store, you can absolutely move the cozy gifting to that. But in this store, this is our secondary gifting table. So making sure Sweaty Betty is your number one priority, and then your secondary priority is your cozy gifting. And then we have our fixture block 2, which is more of that maroon. And then here's where we do something a little bit different with shoes. So for stores that only have shoes on the floor, so that means they don't have a dedicated wall section for shoes, we've broken this out by categories. So we have our booties here, and then we have our sneakers here, and you'll see in our ginger snap we have our clogs. So we're breaking it out so it still feels really intentional the way that we are placing the shoes and where they're placed, but they're not all exactly in the same spot. And that is based on how many shoes we have right now. So priority is still to have a shoe moment if you can in your wall. If you cannot, making sure that it just feels special. And I think that's the main focus for us right now, is to make sure that we get credit for all the great shoes that we have. And it pulls her all the way through the store. All right, outerwear. So outerwear, fixture block 3, not all stores have true outerwear, but if you do, keep it all together. We really want to make sure that if she sees outerwear, it's all together. You can outfit her easily by pulling different colors of outerwear, different brands, making sure that it is a moment in the store. So just make a note of that. And then you've got your ginger snap. So this is your more fall product from our earlier fall floor sets. Make sure that this, isn't the focal in your store. So we've put this kind of towards the back of the store, downplayed a little bit of this orangey color. And then if you can add another rack here or add more neutrals, we still do have a lot of prints in this little fixture block. And then we've got our athleisure. So this is either Varley or Viore, and you can see that we pulled our sneakers into that moment. Again, just showing shoe presentation. So if you have a presentation like this, if you have a wall and a table, we do want you to double expose shoes where the outfitting makes sense. And then if you have a smaller section for shoes, you can still pull out completely your sneakers or another category. Let's just make sure it still feels special and not overwhelming to her. Some other examples, accessories, and that is it. All right, you guys, have an awesome December. Good luck with setting this floor set, and happy holidays.